Hi, I'm Gloria Sanchez.
And I'm Ciana Anita Kuluko Maikahi Imai Kalani Lee.
Our piece is called Platicas Poeticas. I'm interested in exploring identity and finding ways to express a multi-layered identity, which I feel like a lot of people in America possess. We're all kind of a hybrid of, intersectional roles, and as a way to combat xenophobia and hatred and maybe discomfort that people may feel from people who are different from them.
Yes, and just to expand on connection through stories, using process and creative expression and openness to serve as a catalyst for healing, full-bodied expression of where you are in your life, and to serve as almost like a form of ritual and ceremony in that process, by allowing your spirit and your intellectual body process to reassign meaning to different objects or words or expressions.
For us, it's about communion and collaborating as a means to heal together, and we did it very process-driven through generating imagery through this poetry process of collaborating every Sunday. It was our own little ritual. Besides that, we'd share food, and it's about connection. It's really about connecting to others, to express things that maybe they've felt and they're not usually comfortable about confronting, and doing it in a way that hopefully that will spark some thought or some connection in them, in the viewer.
Mm-hmm. Yes, this piece is also very much an expression of community coming together and sitting in a circle space that we have created to sew for long periods of time, or slowly make these small detailed pieces and parts of this final body that was born. And just traditionally, women throughout time have come together over quilting to tell stories of what they have been through, where their people come from, their origins.
I think also it's a deep connection to decolonization, and gathering that type of ancestral wisdom and connection to ancestral ways.
Yes.
And ideas as a form of guidance for us to heal. With hair, like the symbolism of hair has a lot to do with memory in various cultures. It's an extension of our spirit. So for us, that's a form of resilience, a form of honoring memories, good and bad, that we harness within ourselves, and being able to release it within the piece itself, the poetry, the process of sewing, of making. And even at the top of this sculpture, there's a lot of connection to plants and the earth, and symbols of transformation within the butterflies, and symbols of resilience within her succulent crown. And I feel like that's just such a necessary message for the times that we live in, and people may be feeling hopeless. So I very much feel like that's also a reason for us coming together, and in general a reason for the show as it is.
A celebration of where we've come from, our heritage that has been shamed in a lot of ways, having to release ourselves for the sake of our family, for the women and the men that have worked very hard to come to this space, to come to America and to really carve a life for themselves and their descendants. So we're, very much releasing the tension and the anger and the repression that was very much a part of the conversation of our upbringing.
Ganas de Existir means the desire to be, the will to live. Almost our resilience that it takes to come to America and survive despite being otherized in so many ways based on what we look like, whether it be race, class, gender, sexuality. I feel that it's an array. It showcases an array of various stories that can reveal that we're not just one-dimensional beings, and I feel like that's an important way to combat xenophobia. Not be afraid to share these intimate narratives that can humanize people and really allow each other to create a dialogue and get to know each other and treat each other as equals.
For me, Ganas de Existir is really something that I see embodied in the lifetime of my abuelita, who came from a very small village town to America when she was 15 years old, started having children, started doing whatever she could to earn money and saving every single penny that she got in order to send ultimately her 6 children to college when they graduated high school. And in spite of having to pick rocks from fields, make people's beds, clean people's houses, cook other people breakfast when she couldn't cook her own children breakfast, in spite of all these pressures, showing up for yourself, showing up for what matters to you, how you want to build your legacy, and how you wish to have it echo out through your existence and serve as opportunity for growth in spite of whatever you may have to endure.